Good morning. Buenos días a todos. Feliz lunes. Feliz lunes. Happy Monday. ¿Cómo estás? Ray, how was your weekend? Hi, Jamarian. Malik, how are you? Remember, I need to see your cameras on, please. Need to see that you're there. Thank you, Malik. Andrea, how are you, Andrea? Good. I'm trying to write everybody's name down. What's new, you guys? All good? We're on the home stretch, right? We're almost there. Almost time for Christmas break, winter break, whatever we call it. Hi, Tiana. How are you? Elijah and Kinsley, can we have our cameras on, please? Need to at least see the top of your head. So how's the weather in Georgia, you guys? Do you have a warm, cold? What's going on there? Hi, Kendall. Thank you, Elijah. It's cold. So what is cold for you? Like what's the, and in general, what is the temperature? Raining. Okay. I like rain. I wish we could get some rain. Yeah. Hi, Kendall. Hi, Troy. Trayvon, good morning. Michaela, good morning. Kinsley, you with me? Need cameras on, please. Thank you, Michaela. So let's see. I don't know what the temperature is here. It is 38. What's your temperature there, y'all? It's 38 here. Now it's raining. The weather doesn't know what to do. That's right, because it's like winter. It's supposed to be snowy up here, right? Not 38, but that's okay. I'll take 38. That's warm for us. Good morning, Ethan. Guys, remember we need our cameras on, even if it's the top of our head. '61. Woo! Yeah, right now it's 61 where you are. Buenos dias. That's summertime. Summertime. Thanks, William. All right, you guys. So behind me, or I should say above my head, remember last week? Yeah, since 2018 or something. Yeah, we've already had snow here. Trade you, Tiana. Unless you want to come up, play in the snow, and then go back. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Elijah. So last week, you guys, I know last week for me feels like it was ages ago. I'm not sure why, just because I'm busy. But we started talking about how do we say I am, you are, he is, she is, it is. Remember that? Vaguely. If you're a note taker, you might want to go ahead and dig those out. So yeah, that was our new thing. And I keep trying to remind you guys of the importance of understanding how this works so that the rest of the school year will be easier for you. Because if we're confused about this, then we're going to be confused by the rest of the school year. Okay, we don't want that. So, now is like the time to ask questions and make mistakes and, all that. Making mistakes is good, right? Okay. So behind me, you guys, what form of ser, because that's our verb to be, which is I am, you are, he is, she is, right? What form goes with tu? Just pop it in the chat. If you have your notes, you should have it in your notes. What form of ser goes with tu? So, yeah. So who can tell me, you guys, what does tu mean? What does tu mean? ¿Qué quiere decir tu? What does it mean? Yes. So very good, Ethan. So good, Kendall. Yes, you guys. So tu means you when I'm talking to one person that I know, right? A friend or family or a pet. So I need to say up here, you are from Georgia. You are from Georgia. So what form goes with tu? How do I say you are? Pop your ideas in the chat. Again, if you took notes. Perfect, Ethan. And I would encourage you guys to take notes. Absolutely. Shamar, very good. Not quite Elijah. Okay, Bernadette. Remember, you guys, IDK is a legit response. But again, I would encourage you to take notes because it helps to remember, helps us to remember. Thank you, Kinsley. Thank you, Elijah. Anyone else giving it a try? Good, Belle. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you. And then y'all take a look at my screen. And then you all fill in that blank. Okay, and then we'll talk about it. So our verb is ser, to be. That's what we called our infinitive, our original form. And then we have to change it to make it fit with who's doing the action, right? Or what. So it's yo soy, tú eres, usted es, él es, and ella es. So what would I put in the blank behind me? How would I say you are from Georgia? Good, Elijah. Good, Kinsley. Come on, I need to hear from everyone. Shamar, Michaela, Tiana. Need to hear from everyone. Good, Ray. Good, Bernadette. Michaela, how about you? How would I fill in the blank? Andrea, have I heard from you? How would I fill in the blank? Good, Trayvon. How would I fill it in, you guys? So we have to remember, you guys, all we're saying is I am going to the store, right? I am tall. I am short, right? Am, right? You are from Georgia. I am from Missouri, right? Like simple sentences, okay? But we have to remember them. I know, Elijah. And that's the thing, okay? Hard, like the hard stuff isn't always going to be fun. But once you do the hard stuff, then like I keep telling you, everything else is going to be easier. So we have to do this hard stuff, right? And the boring stuff so that we don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay. So I'm asking you guys to concentrate on this no matter how boring or how difficult. Okay. So I know. So I am, yo soy. And again, if you're not a note taker, I would encourage you to write this down. I am, yo soy, tú eres, usted es, él es, and ella es. Those are just the singular, because if you notice, you guys, yo, I am one person. Tú, you are one person. Usted is one person. He is one person. Él and ella is one person or one thing, right? So those are just the singulars. Okay. So in our blank, you guys, we should say behind me, tú eres de Georgia. You are from Georgia. Yo soy de Missouri. Okay. Not difficult at all. Okay. So let's practice a little bit. Let's warm up. Okay. And that's our job today. Our job today is to, wrap our brains around the singular forms of ser, right? So clase, hoy es lunes, right? It's Monday. Feliz lunes, el 9 de diciembre. Y vamos a practicar. We are going to practice, right? Vamos a practicar con las formas singulares. We're going to practice with our singular forms of this verb, to be or not to be, right? From Shakespeare. Okay. Muy bien. So, let me get my screen pulled up here. Okay. All right. I need a thumbs up from everyone to tell me that you can see my screen, that you see something on my screen. Okay. Thank you, Bernadette. Andrea, do you see my screen? Nevea, buenos dias. Okay. All right. So here's how this is going to work. Something's going to pop up and you all tell me in chat what it is in English or what it is in Spanish, because some of them are in English and some of them are in Spanish. And then be aware that I may call on you and ask you to unmute. Okay. So be ready with an answer, whether you type it in the chat or I may call on you to unmute. Okay. All right, here we go. So we'll do this first one kind of together so you can see what I'm asking of you. All right, so how would I say he is in Spanish? Pop it in the chat. Let's try to make an effort. Be careful, Ray. Let's try to make an effort to include any accent marks that we might need, because we need to get into that habit, right? Very good, Kinsley. Okay, very good. Perfect. Perfect. All right, good. Tiana, can you unmute, por favor? Good, Joe Marion. Can you tell me what he is in Spanish? ¿Qué quiere decir he is? Can you unmute, Tiana?
Él es.
Perfect. Good job. Round of applause. The first one, it's always hard to go, right? Like it's always hard to go first, So I appreciate it, Tiana. Muy bien. Right. LS, right? And you have to have an accent on that L. Okay. Otherwise it means the. And we never say the is, right? Okay. All right. Okay. That's fine, Kinsley. Okay, so now you're telling me in English. Ella es. Very good, Bernadette. Ella es. Good, Jamarian. Good job. Good, Shamar. Good, Andrea. Very good. Troy, how about you? Ella es. Very good. So y'all are telling me she is, and you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. So I'm going to just throw this out there at you. If it's she is, ella es, like ella es estudiante, like she is a student. Let's pretend we wanted to say she's not a student, right? Ella no es estudiante. No es. So that no always comes before whatever our verb or action word is, right? Which in this case is es. No es una estudiante, right? Okay, muy bien. All right, let's try another one. Ooh, how do we say I am? How do we say I am in Spanish? Very good, Ray. Very good, you guys. Trevon, we need am. Am. Good, Andrea. Very good. Good, Kendall. Very good, Trevon. Malik, how about you? Okay, Tiana. Michaela, very good. Okay, Kinsley. Okay. Shamar, have I heard from you? How do I say I am?
Yo soy.
Perfect. Yay, Shamar. Yo soy. I am, right? Yo is I. Am is soy, right? We can't confuse the two. Yo soy. Okay. Because you know what, you guys? We're going to learn how to say I talk and I walk and I sing and I dance, right? So we know that we get the I, but it's the rest of it that we need to learn at this point, right? Okay. Muy bien. Yo soy. Good job. Okay. Let's try a few more. See, you knew that, didn't you? Right? Sometimes our brains go to sleep, though, right? Mine does too. Okay. Usted es. So this needs to be in English, but I need you to be specific. In other words, who is usted? Perfect, Bernadette. Kinsley, who is usted? Very good, Ray. No, you were right, Bernadette. You were right the first time. It's singular. All of these are singular. Usted is one person, right? I just need to know. Very good, Shamar. Very good, Malia. Yes. So if you said you are, and you're talking to someone formally, because it's somebody you don't know or somebody older than you, doctor, dentist, somebody, right? Then you would be formal. So usted. But then you are usted es, right? You are usted es and formal, right? That's formal speech. Okay, good job. You guys got that. She is. Good, Ethan. Good, Bernadette. That was fast. Wow, you guys are fast. Yay, I love it when you're fast. Good. Let's have Elijah. Can you unmute? How do we say she is?
Ella es.
Ella es. Absolutely, you guys. Ella es. Good job. All right, let's keep moving on. This is easy. You guys all know this. What is LS? Tell me in chat in English. Yep. Very good. Very good. Let's see how quickly y'all can type. Very good. Good job. So yes, he is, right? LS. Very good. One more. Oh. So is this formal or informal? Take your pick. Shamar, try again. Jamarian, try again. Ethan, try again. Kinsley. Good, Bernadette. Good, Ethan. Good, Shamar. Good, Jamarian. Right. So if we were being informal, then we would say tú eres. Tú eres, right? If we were being formal, you would put usted es, right? Usted es. Very good, Andrea. So tú eres is you are if we're being informal. Okay. All right. Any questions, you guys, before we switch gears? Okay. All right. So let me get my screen kind of lined up here. And we're just going to do some practice together. And once again, if you didn't write these down before and you think that you want to now, then now would be a good time to go ahead and get out a piece of paper or open up a document or whatever. Okay. So we're going to practice kind of the thinking process, right? Like, what do we have to think about in order to fill these in, right? And it's not just about filling in the blanks, you guys, but I can remember when I was learning French and Spanish, that I would, be in a situation where I had to speak the language, where the person knew no English, and in my brain, I had these images of like the charts that I show you guys where we put the singulars on one side and the plurals on the other. And I would have to think about, well, what word do I use? And so if I seem to come across to you as like pushing the idea of making yourself a mental image, a mental map in your brain about singulars on the left and plurals on the right, and the whole thinking process to figure out which one of these words you should use, it's because it's not only to fill in a blank like in a class, but when you're in a situation like a crunch situation and you got to think of a sentence, right? You got to have that thinking process and those images in your head in a way, right? And the only way we're going to do that is if we practice. Okay. So please don't zombie out on me, right? I am trying to give you some tools like strategy, right, to help you do it. Okay. So here is our verb to be, right, you guys? Our verb to be. Let me get some tools here. Okay. And, we don't think about this verb very much because we say it all the time, right? I'm going to school. I'm going to the store. I'm taller than you, or, whatever. We don't think about it, right? But when we learn another language, we do indeed, right, need to think about these things. So these are just the singular forms. Yo soy, tú eres, usted es, él es, and ella es. So make sure if you have not written these down and you want to write these down that you tell me, hey, can you hang around on the slide for a minute? Otherwise, I'm going to move on. Okay. Let me know. Can I move on? Okay, I'm moving on. Okay, if this lets me. Up, backward. Okay, so we're not going to do all of these, just FYI. We're not going to do them all, but let's do this first one together. Okay, so here we want to say Manuel is, right, because that's what we're saying. Manuel is from Cuba. So real quick in the chat, here's our choices. Soy, eres, es, right? These are all singular. Okay, these are all singular. So which one would I use to fill in the blank? Wow, you guys are good. Anyone else? Nevaeh, have I heard from you today? Very good. Perfect. Wow, Jamarian, good job. Okay, very good. So here's the thinking process again. If it's Manuel is from Cuba, who is from Cuba? He is. Right? We know this. He. What is he? Is él. Right? So yo soy, tú eres, usted es, él es. Right? Third person singular. So in this blank, we would put es. Right? We know this. Okay, give yourselves a round of applause. Good job. Malik, I'd like to hear from you as well this morning. Okay. All right, you guys. Hey, and remember that if you put in the chat IDK, that's legit. That's a good answer because that still tells me, what we need to do, right? Okay. All right. How about number 3, número 3? Tú something de Venezuela. You are from Venezuela, right? Very good. Bernadette, try again. Number 3. Yeah, that's okay. Perfect, you guys. Very good. So again, yo soy, tú eres. So in our blank, you guys are good. We're just going to pop in here and eres, right? You are from Venezuela, right? ¿Verdad? Right? Okay. All right. Bueno. Okay, let's come down here to number 6. You are a Spanish teacher. You are a Spanish teacher, or are you a Spanish teacher? I guess is a question. Are you a Spanish teacher? What would I say? Are you a Spanish teacher? I'm on number 6, Shamar. Ethan, number 6. Good, Bernadette. Good, Kinsley. Ray, I'm on number 6. Very good, Kendall. Good, Ethan. Yes, Nevea, you gonna try this one? Malik? Troy? Okay, muy bien. So it's usted, right? It's usted. So let's look up here. Our choices are yo soy, tú eres, usted es, él es, and ella es, right? So it's going to be usted es. Most of you had that one. Good job. Usted es profesor de español, right? Are you a Spanish teacher? Okay. All right, muy bien. Last one. Número 10, number 10. Oopsie. Número 10, clase. La señora Gomez is a English teacher. What do I put in the blank? Very good. Kindle. La señora Gomez. We're talking about her. Very good. Good save. Belle, good job, Malia. Trayvon, muy bien. Yes. So we would say, who's the English teacher? She is, and therefore es, right? Ella es. La señora Gomez es profesora de inglés. Okay, great job, you guys. Well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. Good job. Nicely done. See, you deserve that. Good job. Okay. Oops, I need to go back and erase. I forget with this annotator, I have to erase everything. Okay. Well. All right. Again, we're not going to do all of these. We're not going to do all of these, but these are like backward. Some of them are backward. So I just want to do a couple of them. Okay. Just to kind of train our brain a little bit. So let's try number 9 first. Blank, soy estudiante. What would I put in the blank? Good, Bernadette. Good, Malia. Good, Kendall. See how this is working like backward? What would I put in the blank? Number 9, soy estudiante. Good, Belle. Good, Ray. Kinsley. Good job. Okay. Yeah. So I would put in yo, right? Working backward, I would put in yo. Now, here's the thing about Spanish. Because we have multiple ways of, we have different words, right? Like I know I am is soy, right? But when we're talking about, and like tú is eres. So when we use a sentence, like I can say soy estudiante, and that is a complete sentence. I don't always have to have the yo there because the fact that I'm using soy tells the listener that I'm talking about myself. Does that make sense, you guys? So in Spanish, we don't always have to use the yo, the usted, the nosotros, the whatever, okay? Because the word itself tells us that. Does that make any sense, you guys? See? Okay. All right, let's try number 3, número 3. Número 3, what would I put in the blank? Good. Malia. Good, Andrea. Good, Bernadette. Number 3, what would I put in number 3, you guys? Muy bien, Kendall. Muy bien. Good job. Yeah, you guys got this. Very good. I would put, if it's eres, that's my clue. Okay. And if I was talking to Manuel, and I would say, are you Manuel? Right? I don't really have to have this. I can just say, eres Manuel, ¿verdad? I can just say that because eres, we know, is the tú form, right? You're Manuel, right? Okay. And so I don't have to have the tú. I don't have to. Okay. because eres tells me who it is. But yes, it's tú eres, because in this case, we're like matching, right? What form goes with what. Okay, one last one on this page. Okay, let's do número dos. And I'm not going to even give you a clue. Número dos. Shamar, is that answer for number 2 or 3? Okay. How about number 2? Clase? Kindle, number 2? Okay. Muy bien. Okay, so let's look at number 2. So this one can be kind of tricky, only in the sense that we have to figure out, are we talking to someone or are we talking about someone, right? So let's go with it as though we're talking about someone. And we're saying, is the professor of history, right? So we could say, if we're talking about him, we could say he. And why does it have to be he and not she? Right? Why does it have to be he and not she? Because this says el profesor, right? Right. It says el profesor. So we have to go masculine. We have to go with he. Now that's if we're talking about the person, right? He is the history professor. Okay. But if we were talking to the person, right? If we had the little dash or the little comma, like I told you to look for, then we could have said usted, right? Usted es el profesor de historia. Sir, basically, you know, because it'd be formal. Usted es, you are the history teacher, right? If we were talking to the person. So yeah, so we have to also be aware of that as well, right? He is the history professor. He, right? L with the accent mark. So he. Okay. All right, you guys, questions? Anything that was confusing there? Questions at all? Because you guys seem to get it, and that's a great thing. Okay. No? Bueno. All right. Give me a minute, and I'm going to put a link in the chat, and I'm going to let you guys do a little one more practice, and then I'll tell you where we're going to go from here. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. In the chat is a link and a code. Okay, and so I need you to join me there, please. Okay, I have 7 people in. And there are 18 of us, so we all need to join in here. Got 14 people in. Need a few more folks. Wakey, wakey. Let me know if you're having troubles. Okay, so we are continuing, you guys, to work on these. Okay, just so you know. And you have matching, right? Match the subject with the proper form of the verb. So some of them are easy, right? You have, well, this one's a mistake, right? LS or thu or whatever. But what if you're talking to your pet lizard, right? Or what if you're talking about yourself? Okay, so it's I have 10:47. I'm going to give you guys like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes to work through these. Let me know if you have a question, and then we'll check our answers. Okay. And keep trying. Just keep trying. Okay, I have some of you who have not tried yet. Let me know if I can help get you started. Okay, you're just matching, like dragging, dropping, whatever. Okay, Jamarian, Michaela, you having issues? Let me know how I can help. Malik, Arshad. Okay, I still don't have everyone in, by the way. Okay, here's the link again, Troy. Okay, another 30 seconds. Good job, Belle. Good job, Bernadette. Wow, Kendall. Good job, Kinsley. Good job, Ray. Keep trying. Arshad. Keep trying, Elijah. Okay, let's check our answers, guys. I'm gonna share real quick. Hold on. So make sure you can see my screen, right? Either on Nearpod or on Zoom. So if we're talking to our pet, we're going to be informal. We're going to say you, right? If we're talking to our pet. And so if we're talking to our pet, oh, you're so cute, right? Pet lizard. Then we would say tú eres, you are so cute, right? Tú eres. If we're talking to our friend's parent, we would say, you are so nice for having me over for dinner, right? You are so nice. Usted es, right? Usted es. If we're talking to our doctor, right? Then we would say the same. You are. Usted es. You're a good doctor. Usted es. Un buen doctor, right? Un buen doctor. Usted es. If we're talking about Mr. Jones, right? Él es un buen profesor, right? He's a good teacher. Él es un buen profesor. He is. Again, tú eres, él es, ella es, right? If we're talking to your friend Bob, if you're talking to your friend Bob and he's your friend, you're going to say you with tú and therefore eres, right? Bob, tú eres mi mejor amigo. Bob, you are my best friend, right? Tú eres. If we're talking about Miss Smith, she is, ella es genial. She's nice. Ella es genial, right? She is nice. Ella es. If we're talking about ourselves, then of course I, therefore yo soy, and then usted es. Okay. All right. Questions on those? Clase. Any questions on those? Okay, well, you guys were good today. Great job. All right, so here's what we're gonna do next. And let me get my screens cleared up and all of that goodness so I can make sure I'm showing you the good stuff. In the meantime, you guys can have a little brain break, right? Okay. Let me go to student view first. Okay, so let me explain this to you real quick. In Canvas, you guys, you don't have to go there. I just need you to look at my screen. In Canvas, in our resource library, right? You have a visual guide and a Quizlet. Now, right now, we have only practiced with the singulars, okay? We're going to, obviously, the next step would be to practice the plurals. So the visual guide and the Quizlet are going to have the plurals in there, but I would encourage you to get familiar with them, okay? The Quizlet has flashcards and it has some simple games that you can play. So just know that those are there. Obviously, at some point, we're going to take a quiz and all that goodness. So, just know that those are there for you as a study. Okay. Next thing I need to show you. Let me get there. Well, okay. Get out of it. Sorry, give me a minute. I really should open like 2 tabs and have one open just all the time in the student and one open for me so that I don't have to waste time like this. um Doggone. Hold on. That's not supposed to be there. Here it is. Of course, in the wrong place. Okay. All right. Okay, now I need for everybody, sorry about that. I need everybody to go to Canvas, please. And I need you to refresh your screen. And when you get there, right, we need to go to Unidad Uno. Our stuff is still in unit 1. Scroll down to the bottom, please. Just scroll down to the bottom. Okay, so I'll wait for you. We are in unit 1, and I need you to like scroll all the way down to the bottom, okay, of unit 1. And then give me a thumbs up when you're there. I don't want to have to go back and forth on GoGuardian, so just give me a thumbs up while you're there, please, or when you're there. Okay, got Ethan there, Kendall there, Shamar, Bell, Malia. Who else? Jamarian with me, Malik, Elijah's there, Ethan, Kinsley, okay. Thank you. Arshad, you with me? Bernadette, Michaela. Go to unit 1, scroll all the way down to the bottom in Canvas. Make sure you refresh your screen. Ray, did you give me a thumbs up? Okay. Jamarian? Yes. Bernadette, thank you. Jamarian, did you give me a thumbs up? Andrea? Michaela? Yes, you're there. Okay. So, from where it says 2.04 down, right? is everything that you should have completed in this unit on these pronouns and this verb so far. Okay. Just the singular forms of the verb. So I would like to give you guys, remember these here with the little linky symbol are the ones from your VHL. Given that we have, grades coming up and all of those good things, I do want to give you guys some work time. Okay. To make sure that you have from Canvas, everything from what you see on my screen from 2.04 here, okay, down to Practica 9, practice 9. Okay. Any questions? All these. So see, we've practiced with these a lot. I guess that's why you guys are doing a good job. But we want to make sure that we get them all done. Okay. All right. Any questions about what we're doing? Okay. Rubia means blonde. Again, don't worry about those words. Focus on, what fills in the blank. Like what is the who is doing the action. Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. Guapo means handsome. Again, you don't have to worry about those. You need to just focus on the front half of the sentence, right? Filling in the correct form of the verb. Right. Okay. This Practica 9 is difficult, especially question 3. So if you want to start there, that's fine. And then I can help you specifically. Okay, so make sure you're where you want to be, and I'm going to check on GoGuardian, and that way if you guys get stuck, I can give you a little nudge. Okay, Andrea, are you picking one of those? Make sure you pick one, and then I can help you through it. Remember, we don't use Google Translate or anything like that. You need to use your brain. Okay, and you don't have to worry about what the words mean, right? You're just matching the correct verb form, right? Don't worry about what the rest of those words mean. Malia, I can't see what you're working on. Troy. Let me check, Malia. No, I still can't. It just says waiting for activity. I see that there's a tab open. Like it tells me there's a tab open, but I can't actually see the screen. I just wanted to, that way I could, if you had a question, I could help. Hey, if you take notes, if you take notes, you guys make sure that you use them to help you fill in your blanks there. I know. 2 words in one. If it's easier to go to VHL and like go to the calendar to see what's due or whatever, then go ahead and do that. Nevaeh, that one's kind of confusing. So if you have a question, don't hesitate to ask. Yep, Kindle. Make sure I can see it on my GoGuardian and I can answer your question. Question 3, okay. Yay, perfect, Kindle. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. That was a hard question, right? Absolutely. Good job, Ethan. Yeah, so don't forget, you guys, to everything from 2.04 in Canvas down, right? That whole, all of those practice exercises, some of them are in VHL, okay? So you have those all finished, right? From 2.04 all the way down in your Canvas, right? Okay, good job, Elijah. Okay, once again, you guys can check out my screen. If you go to Unit 1 and you go scroll all the way down to the bottom, right? So from 2.04 all the way down to Práctica 9, practice number 9, all and everything in between, right? You want to make sure you have all of those completed. And you can always go into grades and see if you want to redo something. Maybe I left you a comment. Maybe you could redo something to get a higher score. If you're all done, make sure you're all caught up in VHL, right, you guys? That's what we need to do because we're getting ready to finish up this first semester pretty soon, right? Yeah. So I want to make sure that I'm here to answer any of your questions, okay? Let me look. Kendall, can you put it up on your screen real quick? Yeah, so for question 4, Kendall, the instructions say you write the correct form of the verb ser. So you don't have to put in like a or tu or usted or any of those. You just put in the form of the verb. So no capital letters. Okay. Okay, Tiana, are you working on something? You know, Malia, I still can't see your screen, but it says you're working on Practica Nueve. So if you have a question, let me know. I'll try to answer without being able to see your screen. Yeah, very good, Malia. Now, you guys, in VHL, I think I told you this, but if I didn't, I'm going to repeat it. Or if I did, I'm going to repeat it. In VHL, remember that you only want to complete any missing work for second quarter, which would be after October 15th or something. Don't do anything that was due prior to October 15th because I can't count it as part of your grade because that was for first quarter. So if you have overdue work in VHL, make sure that the due date is after October 15th. Okay. If you're not sure what I mean, let me know. Yes. Can you pull it up on your screen, Andrea? Okay. All right. So you're looking for the answer. Okay. So let's think about, remember what the dash and the comma mean? It means that you're talking to the person, right? So what form goes with usted? It's señor, so we know we got to have, well, but we're talking to the person. We're using usted, right? But we're talking to the person and we're calling him Mr. Lopez. So we're trying to be formal. So which of those would be the best choice? if you're trying to be formal and you're talking to the person. Yeah, that would work. Right? Because he's a guy, so doctor, right? Very good. So on the next one, again, you have the dash and the comma, which means you're talking to, but this time it's senora, right? It's Mrs. Yes, Malia. Did you check, Malia? Did you check VHL? That's correct, Andrea. That's it. Good job. Kindle, let me go to your screen. um, yeah, that's correct. Because you're talking about him. Oh, it's saying that you got one wrong. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so it's number 5 and number 7, right? You need the form of the verb ser. You need a soy, eres, or an s. That makes sense, Kendall? Very good, Elijah. Just make sure it's all after October 15th or 16th, right? Because anything prior to that would be first quarter. Okay, good. Kendall, there you go. All right, so what goes with usted? Well, that would be with tu. So scroll up here. Here, wait a minute. Let me get my little annotation thing. Hold on. So look right here, Kindle. Scroll up here. See right here, just scroll up. You have the little chart to help you. Do you see that, Kindle? Right here? Yeah. So what would you put in the blank? Perfect. There you go. You got it figured out. Good job. Okay. Anyone else? Questions? Okay, so we have about 10 minutes left. I still have blanks in Canvas, so listen for your name. I hate to do it this way, but it's the fastest way. I still have blanks for in Canvas for very good, Shamar. I still have some blanks for Kinsley, Troy, Nevaeh, Trevon, and Malik. And that's in Canvas. I still have some blanks for those comprehension questions in English. You guys, we did for Thanksgiving. Those are easy. That all you got to do is open up that immersive reader and then answer the questions in English. So several of you are still missing that. And I have some missing assignments on are missing on the infographic reading that we did on cultural things. Infographic reading, I still have some missing on that one. So you still have 10 minutes, you guys. I'd like for you to work on what you can. I'll check the VHL stuff real quick. Okay, I still have some blanks in the VHL as well. Yeah, lots of blanks in the VHL. So let's make sure that we have those done. And we're not working on something else today so that I can help you. Yes, lots of blanks in that VHL stuff for Unit 1. Do we know how to access those? Let's make sure we know how to check those. Because I see we had 1, 2, 3, 4 activities in Unit 1 in our VHL. And several of us still have 3 of them, of the 4 missing, 3 of the 4 missing. So we need to make sure we get those completed. Okay, thank you, Malia. Yep. Thank you for that. Okay, you guys, we have about 4 minutes, so try to focus on finishing up. Our second 2-week test, just a reminder, you guys, is on the 12th, which is Thursday. So please be on time Wednesday. Wednesday we'll review for everything that's specifically on the test, right? For Thursday. So please be on time on Wednesday. Okay. Ethan, I'm not sure I understand the question. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Well, let me know if you have trouble accessing. Do you like those, Tiana? Yes, you guys got to pay attention to my stuff. There's jokes hidden in there. There's connections. There's clues. There's all kinds of stuff. You guys don't pay attention to my backgrounds enough. Thank you. Okay. We have about 3 minutes. Any questions, you guys? Those VHL, they're tricky. So please reach out. Thank you, Tiana. Gracias. Yeah, flip-flops. Yep. Yeah. So they call them, in Spanish, they call them chanclas, chanclas, right? And so it's kind of a joke when moms get angry, they take off their chancla and they throw it at their child, if their child or whoever's making them angry, right? Yep. Chancla. Yep, that's our time, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good lunch. Okay. Try and get caught up. Remember to be on time on Wednesday. Clase. Adios. Great job today. Great job. Great job. Muchísimas gracias. Good job today.
Adios, buenos
Adios.
dias.
Adios. Buenos
I-
dias.
I love the chanclas.
The chanclas. Good. I'm glad. Adios. Adios, you guys. See. Adios.